All right, I want to remind you that next week is motor oil night here on the show. Boy, I can't wait for that. And to celebrate, we've got the movie that keeps John DeLorean from fading into obscurity, Back to the Future, along with Stephen King's first and last directorial attempt, Maximum Overdrive, where Emilio Estevez tries to stop all the machines of the world from bludgeoning people to death with Diet Cokes. With no Anne Bancroft cameos, as far as I know. That's it for me, Joe Bob Briggs, reminding you that the best aphrodisiac is still a naked woman. Did you guys hear the one about the bishop of the Cathedral of Notre Dame who sends word that a new bell ringer is needed? And the bishop decides that he'll conduct the interviews personally, and he goes up into the belfry to start the screening process. And after several applicants demonstrate their skills, he decides to call it a day. And then this lone, armless man comes up to him and says that he's there to apply for the bell ringer's job. And the bishop says, "But you have no arms." And the man says, "No matter, observe." And then he starts striking the bells with his face. And he makes a beautiful melody. The bishop listens in astonishment, convinced that he's found a replacement for Quasimodo. Suddenly, rushing forward to strike one of the bells, the armless guy trips and he plunges out of the belfry window to his death in the street below. The bishop rushes down the stairs. When he gets to the street, a crowd is gathered around the armless guy, and they're drawn by the beautiful music that they'd heard from the bells. And as they let the bishop through, one of them asks, "Bishop, who was this man?" And the bishop says, "I don't know his name, but his face rings a bell." Joe Bob Briggs reminding you that the drive-in will never die. Did you think that joke was over? That joke is not over. This is a rare two-part joke. The next day, the bishop continues his interviews for the bell ringer of Notre Dame. Well, the first man to apply to the bishop says, Your Excellency, I am the brother of the poor armless wretch that fell to his death from this very belfry yesterday. I pray that you honor his life by allowing me to replace him in this duty." The bishop agrees to give the man an audition, and as the guy stoops to pick up a mallet to strike the first bell, he groans, clutches his chest, and dies on the spot. Two monks hear the bishop's cries of grief at this second tragedy, and they rush up the stairs to his side, and the monks say, "What happened? Who is this man?" And the bishop says, "I don't know his name, but he's a dead ringer for his brother."